puck. And
yeah, and that it looks like you're just trying to get to the puck.
Well, the puck's just behind him there.
Yeah.
But that, definitely I didn't want to hurt him. I didn't even, I turned around and the play got shot down, and then I saw that he was having a hard time getting off the ice. So hopefully he's okay. But, by no means did I mean to, run him.
Right.
Craig, the trade in which Daryl Sutter reacquired you from LA was just about 3 weeks ago. I think it was, Monday, January 29th, and the Kings were on their way to Calgary. I'm interested in hearing where you were, when you got the news, and how you got it.
Well, I was in Red Deer, at outdoor rink in Red Deer. We were just having kind of a fun practice. We were with the kids, and next thing you know, we're walking off. I'm probably the last one. And, they said, you got to go in and see
By the way, before you carry on, your 2 goals from your first game against your former team.
That was fun. That was a great night to be back, the celebration. I think everybody, the way Calgary treated me when I came back, that's pretty special. I mean, I had goosebumps, during the national anthem, and just excited to be back.
But back to the story of how you heard about the trade.
Back to the trade. I was just coming off the ice signing some autographs in Red Deer, and they said, Crow wants to see you. And they said, you're going to be here. I'm like, what? They go, you're staying here.
Who are you talking to now?
Now I'm just talking to Mike Altieri. He's
the Vice President of Communications for the Kings.
So he just said, you're staying here, and I thought, so I got traded, and they go, yeah, and I said, where to? And I thought he said Red Deer. I'm like, great, I'm in junior, never even played junior. But, when they said, I wasn't sure if it was Edmonton or Calgary.
Oh, so I get you, because you're halfway.
Yeah, I didn't know, so I was pretty excited when I, when I found out it was back to Calgary.
So you badgered the information out of Mike Altieri before Mark Crawford had a chance to tell you?
Well, he didn't tell me. He waited to let Mark tell me. He wouldn't tell me where. He said Mark wanted to tell me, so I just kind of, was sitting back waiting to see what was happening, and he said, he didn't give me any indication which one, so for about 30 seconds I was a little nervous.
Well, how long between the 2 conversations?
30 seconds.
Oh, okay.
I was just walking in till I got down into the room, and because I said, I'm traded, aren't I? And they said, yeah. And I said, where? And they go, here. And then I said, what do you mean here? Like Calgary, Edmonton? And they said, well, Mark wants to tell you. So that was kind of the way it happened. It definitely, 30 seconds, you're nervous, you're not sure which place, and, I was hoping it was Calgary.
And it would have been inappropriate to carry on the bus with the LA Kings to Calgary, but you were so desperate to get here that I'm told that you suggested to Peter Hanlon when he phoned to say there was a car coming for you, he said, no, that's no problem, I'll get in the truck with the LA equipment guys.
Yeah, I was just going to ride. I said I would. I said, I'll ride with those guys, that's fine, it didn't, that doesn't bother me. I said, I can just sit on the bags or something. They said there's no room, so I just waited, and they sent a car, but, it seemed like an eternity waiting for that car to come pick me up.
Oh, I guess you're so excited.
Got a graphic question for you from Tim in Lethbridge. How easy was it to step back onto a line with Joel Iginla? Were you worried that chemistry might not be there when you return? And we just saw evidence of how quickly the chemistry came back on those 2 goals that you scored against LA in your return here.
Well, I think you're always a little nervous. I mean, Lankow's been playing so well, and Husilius and Tanguay. To come in, you just don't want to disrupt anything. You just want to kind of step back in and do whatever you can to help the team. And that's, the way I looked at it. If I played with Jerome or I didn't play with Jerome right away, I just wanted to, be a part of something, and be back in the playoff picture was a lot of fun. So for me, it just felt like, anytime you get an opportunity like that, you got to grab a hold. And, Jerome and I have been friends, and we've talked quite a bit all the time anyway, so it's not like it was just playing together was the only difference.
Well, as we say, your trade was almost 3 weeks ago, and a week ago tonight, Daryl Sutter made another one, bringing in Mark Stewart and Wayne Primeau from Boston, and Drew Remenda standing by now with Wayne Primeau. Drew.
Wayne Primeau, what number team is this for you?
Number 6.
Number 6?
Number 7, number 6.
Does it get easier when you throughout the times that you go and trade it?
No, like I've said to many people, I mean, I played over 600 games, but coming to a new team, you almost feel like a rookie all over again.
What about coming to now the Calgary Flames, a team that is in position now to make a good run at the Stanley Cup with the addition of you and Brad Stewart? What are your thoughts?
Well, it's a great opportunity. It's the first Canadian city that I've had the chance to play in, and obviously the run back with San Jose, and coming in here, it was always hard to play. So it's good to be on the home side.
Good to see you again.
Thanks, Drew. Good to see you too.
Back to you, Scott.
Is that one of the problems when you said just a moment ago about you don't want to be disruptive? Is that maybe one of the problems, though, with hockey players? Because generally they're nice people. And so to be a good athlete, you have to be selfish at times, and sometimes you back off and you don't take control.
Well, it's true. I mean, you don't want to, and plus there's so many guys in the team. You come in and you just feel like, they've been playing well. You don't want to be a problem, or because, some guys' ice times goes down, and other guys, might think, oh, geez, what's going on? So you want to come in and just try to make it as comfortable as possible for everybody, and, just know your role and not try to, come in and take over the locker room or anything like that.
Even though you were a huge leader here before.
Well, yeah, that's it's definitely different here. I feel like but I've sat back and I haven't said as much maybe or done as much. But we got some great leaders in that room, and as time goes on, then I'll work my way in a little bit more each game.
Craig.